Welcome to the Deep Dives, where we cut through the hype to really dissect the ingenuity behind some of this viral content you see everywhere.
Yeah.
Today, we're looking at those Talkin' Baby podcast videos. Tiny gurus, big voices, suddenly all over TikTok, YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yeah, they're inescapable. And it's kind of astonishing, isn't it? You see these channels, maybe they only have 20, 30 videos up, and they're pulling in hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views, building these huge follows, like over 300,000 followers, really fast.
It's wild.
But what's really fascinating, I think, beyond just the numbers, is the process behind them, how streamlined it is.
Exactly. And that's our mission today. We want to give you the shortcut, basically, to understanding that whole process. We're going to pull back the curtain on the no-code automation that's powering these things.
Right.
It's this really effective content, and we want to show you the workflow, tech stack, how it all fits together.
Because that's the real game changer here. What used to take, hours and hours to put together manually.
Right. A lot of manual work.
Can now be pretty much automated.
Right.
And that lets creators push out high-quality, viral-style stuff consistently. It's a different way of working.
Okay, so let's unpack it. At the very core, the sort of central command center for this whole thing, surprisingly simple. It's a Google Sheet.
That's right. It sounds basic, but this sheet is like the brain. It's not just logging data. It organizes everything the automation needs. It's the manifest for all the content.
And it's structured, right? You've got columns for like an ID for each video, the actual voiceover text, the AI is going to speak, the image URL.
Yeah.
Crucially, that status column.
Yeah, the status is key.
To do done, something like that.
Exactly. That tells the system what needs making and what's already finished. It's absolutely essential for managing the flow, especially if you're doing batches of videos.
Okay, so it stops you doing the same video twice, keeps things moving.
Precisely. The automation always knows exactly what's next on the list. No wasted effort.
Right, so the Google Sheet is the planner. Let's talk about the AI tools, the workers in this automated studio. Who's doing what? First up, ChatGPT, the script whisperer.
Yeah, ChatGPT handles generating and refining the voiceover text. It basically automates the script writing. What people often do is feed it existing long-form content.
Like a full YouTube video transcript.
Exactly. You can grab those easily from sites like youtube-transcript.com or similar services.
Okay, so you give it the long transcript.
And then you prompt it. You ask ChatGPT to pull out good sound bites. Short form stuff.
What's the ideal length? Like 45 seconds?
The
minute.
Yeah, 45 to 60 seconds is usually the sweet spot for these platforms. It's really good at turning, long rambling discussions into these tight, punchy snippets.
So it's taking raw info and making it consumable. Fast.
Super fast. And not just one script, you can get it to generate loads of variations. That's a big part of finding what works, what goes viral.
Okay, scripts sorted. But these are videos, they need visuals.
Okay.
And that's also ChatGPT. It's image model.
Yep, the image generation side of ChatGPT. Now for really good results, the trick is often using a reference image.
Ah, okay. So like if you want that baby Hormozy look, you find a picture of actual Hormozy.
Exactly. Grab one from Google Images, maybe a screenshot from a short or TikTok. You give that to ChatGPT along with your prompt.
And the prompt would be something like
a toddler podcast host in a studio setting or, whatever fits your character. The AI uses both the picture and the text prompt.
Clever. And it generates a new image based on that.
Yeah, unique images that capture that vibe you want. But there's a really important practical step here.
Okay.
Once you have the image, you need to get it online somewhere public, like a free image host. Imgee is a popular one.
Why public?
Because Hedra, the tool that makes the final video, needs a public URL to grab that image from. It can't, access your computer's downloads folder.
Oh, okay. So upload it, get the link.
Okay.
And make sure it's the direct image link, right? Sometimes you have to right click.
Yes, exactly. Get the actual file address, the URL ending in .jpg or .png usually. That's critical.
Got it. And you mentioned variations earlier. Could you generate 5 different baby podcaster images?
Absolutely. Generate a few slightly different poses or outfits. And you can just drop those different image URLs into your Google Sheet rows. It adds a bit of variety to your videos so they don't all look identical.
Nice touch. Keeps it fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got scripts from ChatGPT, visuals from ChatGPT. Now we need the voice. That's where 11 Labs comes in. The Voice Alchemist.
That's a good way to put it. 11 Labs is amazing for creating custom voices, especially voice cloning. It's remarkably good.
So you take a sample of the person you want to clone,
Yeah.
find 20 seconds of Alex Hormozy talking clearly.
Yeah, exactly. Clean audio, not too much background noise. Upload that sample to 11 Labs.
And it gives that his voice.
It generates a voice model that sounds, really, really similar. Very convincing.
Yeah.
Then it takes your script text from the Google Sheet, and using that cloned voice ID, it generates the actual audio file. High quality stuff.
Wow. Okay. Script, ChatGPT,
Yeah.
image, ChatGPT, voice, 11 Labs. Now, putting it all together into that final animated video, that's Hydra.
That's Hedra. It's the motion graphic master, as you called it. It's the really cool tool here that takes the still image, takes the generated audio, and makes the character talk.
And the quality's good.
The quality is insane, honestly. For
Right.
this specific task, combining those elements, it's so good. Really impressive output.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting for me. We've got all these powerful tools, but they don't just magically work together. They need orchestrating.
Precisely.
And that's where something like NAN comes in, the workflow orchestrator. This is the no-code magic glue.
Exactly. N8N is brilliant for this. And look, when we talk about API requests and stuff, don't let that scare you if you're not technical. N8N makes this visual. You're dragging and dropping nodes, connecting them. You're not writing code.
Okay, good clarification. So how does N8N kick things off?
It starts with a scheduled trigger node in N8N. That's just you telling it when to run, maybe every day. You set days between trigger to 1, or maybe once a week set it to 7. You can even pick a time, like say 10 a.m. every morning.
Simple enough. So 10 a.m. hits, the trigger fires. What's next?
First thing, N8N goes and reads your Google Sheet, the command center.
Reads the whole thing.
It reads it, but smartly. It filters for only the rows where the status column says to do.
So it ignores the done ones.
Right. Only grabs the new tasks, keeps everything efficient.
Okay, makes sense.
Now here is a crucial step that happens kind of behind the scenes. Before NAN sends the actual audio or image anywhere, it first talks to Hedra's system, its API, to create placeholders.
Placeholders, like empty slots.
Exactly like that. It sends a request to Hedra saying, hey, create an empty slot for an audio file, and gives it a name, maybe audio file. Then it does the same for the image. Create a slot for an image file named image file. It's like reserving spots for the files before they arrive.
Got it. So it preps Hydra.
Then, N8N takes the script text for that row from the Google Sheet. It sends that text over to 11 Labs API, along with the ID of the cloned voice you want to use.
11 Labs sends back the audio file.
Well, 11 Labs generates it. Then N8N takes that generated audio file and uploads it directly to Hedra, putting it into that specific audio placeholder slot it created earlier.
Okay, audio is now waiting in Hydra. What about the image?
Same idea. N8N grabs the public image URL from the Google Sheet for that row. Then it tells Hedra, fetch the image from this URL and put it in the image placeholder slot.
Right. So now Hydra has both the voice audio and the character image waiting in their designated spots,
Precisely. They're staged and ready. Now for the final command.
making the actual video.
Yep. N8N sends one last, more detailed request to Hedra's API. This one says, essentially, create the video.
And what information does that include?
It's specific. It says the content type is video. It includes an AI model ID for Hedra. It dynamically pulls in the unique ID for the image placeholder.
The one it created earlier.
Yes, that acts as the sort of starting visual, the start key frame ID. It also includes the audio placeholder ID, and it includes the prompt for the animation itself.
Like the ChatGPT prompt, toddler podcast host.
Sort of, but more about the action, like a toddler podcast host sitting confidently at a desk speaking into microphone with calm intensity. You might even use ChatGPT to help craft that Hedra prompt, plus resolution, aspect ratio, that kind of detail.
Okay, quite a bit packed into that final command.
It tells Hedra exactly what to build and how, but video generation isn't instant, right? It takes a few minutes.
So N8N doesn't just fire and forget.
No, that's the clever part. NAN uses a wait node. It just pauses the whole workflow for, say, 7 minutes. Just gives Hedra time to cook.
Okay, waits patiently.
Then after the wait, an if node kicks in. This node checks the status of the video generation job inside Hedra.
To see if it's finished.
Exactly. If the status isn't complete yet, the if node sends the workflow looping back to the start of the wait node.
Oh, smart. So it waits, checks, waits again if needed.
Yep. It keeps checking periodically until Hedra confirms the video is fully rendered and ready. It makes the whole system robust. It won't try to proceed with an incomplete video.
Like that. Resilient.
Very. And once that if node confirms the video is complete, NAN does the final housekeeping.
Which is?
It gets the final video URL from Hedra, the link to the finished talking baby video. It automatically puts that URL back into the correct row in your Google Sheet.
Closes the loop.
And most importantly, it updates the status column in that Google Sheet row from to do to done.
Critical step. So next time N8N runs,
It skips that row entirely because it's marked as done. That prevents reprocessing and keeps the whole production line flowing smoothly, only tackling new content.
wow. Okay, that's a really elegant flow when you break it down.
Right.
So big picture, what does this ability to automate mean? Connecting all these tools.
It means the whole process just gets incredibly streamlined, massively scalable. You're taking these powerful, specialized AI tools, ChatGPT for the words and pictures, 11 Labs for the voice, Hedra for the animation, and using a no-code platform like N8N to make them talk to each other and follow a precise recipe.
Transforms content creation.
Fundamentally, the value proposition becomes really clear. You can churn out consistent, high-quality, potentially viral video content with very little ongoing manual effort. The effort shifts to the initial setup and the strategy, not the repetitive production tasks.
So there you have it. That's the deep dive into the no-code AI-powered automation behind those talking baby podcast videos that are everywhere.
Yeah.
We went from just an idea, really, in a Google Sheet,
The command center.
through all the AI tools doing their specific jobs, the script, the image, the voice, the animation, all the way to the final video. And N8N acting as the conductor for the whole orchestra.
It's a pretty sophisticated setup, but surprisingly accessible thanks to tools like N8N.
Right. And, this whole automation concept, it isn't just for making funny baby videos, obviously.
Not at all. The principles are much broader.
Which leads to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. How could you apply these ideas, this AI generation combined with no-code orchestration? How could you use it to streamline something you do, whether it's a project, a passion, maybe even part of your job, moving beyond spending hours putting stuff together manually?
Yeah, moving into that more scalable, consistent way of creating things, it's definitely something we're thinking about.